Hello YouTube, the Gun Nut here. It's another great day to be an American. Let freedom reign. So I just got back from the range, and it had been a while since I've been to the range. Looking at my calendar, it's been 6 weeks. Combination of the poor weather and being extremely busy at work. So I got out and I was finally able to shoot some more 6.5 Creedmoor through my Savage Model 10 Predator Hunter, Camo Max 1. And this gun has that Burris Veracity 4 to 20 power scope, front focal plane. So what I loaded up and I was shooting today was these 142 grain Sierra hollow point bow tails. There's Sierra Match King bullets, and then I loaded them with H4350. The brass I used was unfired Peterson brass, still fire forming some of that brass, and I used Winchester large rifle primers. The data I used for the 142 Sierra Match King with H4350, I looked at both Sierra's manual and Hodgdon. Sierra listed a max of 41.9 and Hodgdon listed a max of 41.5. I loaded a max of 41.4, so a half grain down from Sierra's listed max and a tenth of a grain down from Hodgdon max. I started at 40.2 and then went in 3/10 of a grain increments, so 40.2, 40.5, 40.8, 41.1, and 41.4 grains of H4350. So without further ado, let's get the target out. So we shot these at 100 yards, and today the temperature was, when I started it was 50, when I ended it was 60, so we'll call it 55 degrees Fahrenheit. It was about 10 mile/hour winds from my backside going towards the target. So I like to shoot a group just to start the session to see how I'm shooting, so I use something that I know really well, like the 140 grain ELDM. I had 3 shots into 0.3 inches. I had a called flyer on that 4th shot. I just didn't have a good trigger press, and I got a 0.97 on the total of 4 rounds. Moving on to the data, at 40.2 grains of H4350 with the 142 Sierra Match King, we had 4 shots going to 0.81 inches. Statistics on those 40.2, we have an average velocity of 2646, an extreme spread of 31.32, and a standard deviation of 14.45. At 45.5 grains, we had 4 shots going to 0.85 inches. So at 40.5 grains, we had an average velocity of 2654, extreme spread of 21.54, and a standard deviation of 9.53. At 40.8 grains, we had 4 shots going to 0.87 inches. At 40.8 grains, we had an average velocity of 2691, an extreme spread of 38.29, and a standard deviation of 18.57. So I did have one round that felt like it was a little tight to chamber, and that was the highest velocity round, but really not that much higher than this one. The next charge level of 41.1 grains, we had 4 shots going to 0.53 inches. Very happy with that group. 41.1 grains, we had an average velocity of 2698, an extreme spread of 46.9, and a standard deviation of 25.19. So unfortunately, that good group did not correlate with great statistics. They were okay, but not great. And then the last group of the day, 41.4 grains of H4350, we had 4 shots going to 0.92 inches. So at 41.4 grains, we had an average velocity of 2712, extreme spread of 21.86, and a standard deviation of 9.18. So things started to tighten up again. So just reviewing the data, our best standard deviations were 40.5 grains with 9.53 and 41.4 grains with 9.18. As far as how those looked on the paper, again, we had a 0.92 and we had a 0.85. So in summary, I was not disappointed with any of those groups. Our best group was the 0.53. Our worst group was the 0.92. So all 5 groups were under an inch. Most of them are hovering around 0.8 to 0.92. So, or 0.81 to 0.92 with that half-inch group filling in there. If you look at, we definitely had a point of impact shift that started to occur here, and then so it kind of jumped up a bit from here. You can see that upward trend, and then it kind of settled in at the 1/2 inch, and then we started to lose a little bit here at the 0.92. But I am curious to see, maybe we go up somewhere around 41. We try 41, 41.1, 41.2, 41.3, and kind of see what we get in that region, because I want to see if the standard deviation that we saw over here, if that starts to come into play, maybe around that 41.2 or 41.3, and see if we can't tighten up those SDs and also see some more of those around 1/2 inch groups. So let's take a quick look here at this brass. This is Peterson brass, first time it was fired. On the left we have 40.2 grains. Here's with the 1 slash there, it's 40.5 grains. With the 2 slashes there, we have 40.8 grains, 41.1 grains, and at the highest end here with the 2 parallel lines, we have 41.4 grains. I don't really see anything here to be concerned about, so I think we're still at a safe pressure level there with what we loaded up here today. Well guys, I hope you found this video useful, seeing the results of my Savage Model 10 shooting 142 Sierra Match Kings with H4350. If you did, please like and subscribe, and you guys be safe out there.